giving you the complete roadmap for the year as to how to plan your months, your days, so that you can secure the best possible marks in your board examinations. I'm going to tell you how to plan your entire year. So this is actually going to be your monthly strategy. Now coming to the daily agenda, what you have to follow on an everyday basis. Now there are certain additional tips for you to score 90% or more than that. Please make sure that you solve 10 years papers previously. And again, write answers for practicing, okay? Don't just read and think, okay, I've understood everything. If you are in ICSE Class 10 and you want to score more than 90% marks in this grade, then this video is for you. Because over here, I'll be giving you the complete roadmap for the year as to how to plan your months, your days, so that you can secure the best possible marks in your board examinations. And for that, you firstly need to realize certain things, that the concept clarity has to be top notch in your grade 10, because again, ICSE, as we all know, has a very vast syllabus. So ratifying everything won't work, because at the end moment, your conceptual clarity will matter the most. Secondly, you have to be very hands-on with the answer writing, because you might understand the concepts really well, but if you don't know how to articulate them, how to present them in the exam, how are you even going to secure marks? So please, whenever you have spare time, try writing the answers on your answer sheet or even in your notes, so that you know where do you lack and which areas do you need to really emphasize on. And thirdly, you have to be very consistent, because it is the key. You can't study for 2 hours one day, 8 hours next day, and then not at all on the third day. Make a pact that even if you study for 3 hours or 4 hours every day, you do it consistently. You do it on an everyday basis, because that is what is going to give you the best results. In order to build up a memory, you have to be consistent and you have to revise every now and then. Now I'm going to tell you how to plan your entire year. So this is actually going to be your monthly strategy, that how are you going to follow all the different months of the year. And since the months in terms of your school preparations are different, so your approach also has to be slightly varied. If I talk about the first month, which is right when the session begins, it's from April to August period, the pace of your syllabus is really slow, or I can say it's moderate. So over here, try to be very consistent and cover your syllabus so that you don't miss out on your basics. Since the pace is slow, please make sure you understand the concepts in depth and not miss out on anything. So over here, conceptual clarity is your priority. During the second phase, which is from September to November, it is also that period where most of you are going to give your first midterm exams. And since it is the exam wala time, definitely there has to be a mode of panic. You all get nervous, you all get fearful. Do I even know how to solve the questions? Do I even remember anything at all? So please make sure that during this time, you solve previous year papers and also revise them. Whenever you are solving the specimen papers or the previous year papers, make sure that whatever things you are attempting wrong, you make a separate note out of it. That these are the topics, these are the points that I missed out on, and I will revise them once again so that I know what were my mistakes and I can rectify them. In the third phase, it's from December till the boards period, let's say till February or the first week of March. And during this time, again, you have to be very well versed with all the chapters. So this is the time when you are going to actually revise plus solve as many questions as possible. Try doing all of that in this period. Apart from that, you can definitely give a full length mock paper in an exam like setting. So sit in an exam like pattern, think of it as an exam hall situation and try to solve them. When you do this in a time bound manner, you will realize, okay, in 3 hours, am I able to solve the paper completely, or am I missing out on something? Is my speed too fast or is it too slow? So everything, a knowledge of that you will easily get to know in this particular practice. Now coming to the daily agenda, what you have to follow on an everyday basis. Okay, because again, monthly is one thing, but what is your daily routine, or what should be your daily routine exactly look like? So for that, I would recommend that first things first, you pick up 2 subjects for every single day, and these subjects have to be the ones that are concept heavy subjects. For example, maths and science, because you know in maths you need to practice a lot. You have to sit with a pen and paper and try solve all of these questions. So when you are doing this kind of method, please make sure you pick up 2 subjects that are conceptual. Over here, ratification wala portion is slightly less, so your mind will be more practically involved. Could be maths and science, you could pick up physics alongside that, you could also pick chemistry alongside that. Then apart from that, you also have to keep some time for a theory subject. It could be biology, history, geography, civics, because these subjects are slightly the ones that you need to invest your time and energy on in terms of reading. So when you have to do this, you can't pick up two subjects in a day where you're only reading and reading. So one practical and one theory subject makes the best match. So this is upon you. How do you want to plan it? Whether it's maths with bio, it's physics with history, or whatever patterns you want it, you can do it on your own, depending on your choice. And thirdly, but very, very important, please give dedicated time to your language subjects like English, because most students think that, okay, it's nothing else than a language. But trust me, it's that low hanging fruit that can give you the best marks. If you focus on language subjects, they can give you easily, they can prepare you the most for your exams. So whatever marks that you're losing out on practical subjects, you can definitely gain it from language subject. You can compensate it from here. So this is one thing that you always need to keep in mind. Please don't leave this for the last hour. Please be consistent with English as well. Now, there are certain additional tips for you to score 90% or more than that. Please make sure that you solve 10 years papers previously. Although I would say post-COVID, the pattern of the ICSE board examination has slightly changed. So you can try solving it, after 2020. But even if you're doing certain papers beyond, after that, there is no issue. You can definitely try and do at least 10 years papers. Learn keyword for theory subjects, definitely like history, civics, geography, biology. The keywords matter the most. They automatically enhance your answer sheet. They give an impression that, okay, this particular student has gone with the books. They know what exactly the terms are, and that can give you marks in the easiest way. Again, diagram practice is very important, especially for biology, because if you know the diagram, if you know the labeling, it can give you an edge in terms of marks. For example, if you're writing some theory and you don't know the exact thing or don't know how to frame the sentence, but you have drawn the diagram, that can give you bonus marks. And again, write answers for practicing. Okay, don't just read and think, okay, I've understood everything, because in my mind, if I'm watching a video, I'm definitely able to understand, but when I come to writing, that's when I will struggle. So keep the same mentality and try writing it down as many times as possible, especially for the topics that you feel, weak in. For this, again, this is all that you need to follow. It's not that difficult. If you are consistent, half of the matters will automatically solve. And one more thing I would also tell you is, beta, that we also have a batch that's for ICSE Class 10 students. That's called Victory 2027. And over here, we are catering to ICSE Class 10 students in pure English language. So if you are an ICSE Class 10 board student, definitely you can enroll in the batch, where we will be taking care of all these things. We will be giving you the exact roadmap, exact strategy, your entire syllabus, DPPs, everything will be given to you, so that you can boost your practice and secure the best marks and your dream marks. So I hope you will make the wise decision, and I will see you in the batches. Till then, everybody, take care. Thank you so much for watching.